Do you know how to prepare for a listing appointment? Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, it's Rosemary Lewis, your educator agent with eXp Realty, and I am going to talk to you about the most basic things that you need in order to prepare for a listing appointment. But before I get into it, go ahead and do your homegirl a favor. Subscribe to my channel. That way, every time I post a video, you'll know. And give me a thumbs up so that the homies at YouTube know that you actually care about what I'm talking about and that it's actually helping you with your business. And if it is helping you with your business in any way, shape, or form, I would love to hear about it. Connect with me on social. I am Rosemary the Realtor on Instagram, and leave a comment. I would love to hear about you and your business. All right, y'all, in last week's video, I talked about the right questions to ask before you get to a listing appointment. So let's just fast forward and pretend that you did it. You asked those right questions, you scheduled the appointment, and now what? Don't fret, your homegirl is here for you, and I'm going to share with you the basic things that you need to stand out in your listing appointment. Now, the very first thing is that I just want to tell you, y'all, go and be yourself. Understand, you are valuable, you got the sauce, you are doper than you think you are. I know that there are 100 million realtors out here, but there is none like you. So before you go to that listing appointment, I'm gonna need you to get your confidence up, okay? So if that's listening to some hype music, if that's getting into your quiet time, if that's listening to motivational speaking, like you need to go in there like a boss. Now be relatable, don't go in there being all cocky, but definitely go in there being confident. So the very first thing that you have to bring is a positive mindset and your A game. The next thing you need is a listing presentation. Now I will tell you, in a couple videos back, we talked about just the best way to prospect listings, you know, whether it be farming a neighborhood or your sphere of influence or expires. And I will be completely honest with you. I have a listing presentation, but I honestly don't have to present it a lot. The reason being is that I really focus on attracting clients that already trust me. I've already proven myself as a realtor, but starting out, you better believe I was really presenting that listing presentation. So make sure that in the presentation that it pretty much says who you are and how you can get the home sold. Share, you know, any data you can about the MLS. Share anything that you can share about that particular neighborhood and how you are going to market the home. The biggest piece of advice that I can give you, though, on a listing appointment, especially as it relates to your listing presentation, is that it's not a brag fest, but it's just showing proof of the value that you're going to be able to supply. So definitely, if you don't have a presentation already, check with your broker. There are tons of ways that you can look at others that people have done, but please tweak it and make it your own, because the worst thing is that you show up with someone else's presentation and it's clear that you have no connection to it. And also practice it, right? Practice it in the mirror, practice it out loud. You can record yourself doing it because, again, we want all of our interactions with our clients and future clients to be as conversational as possible. The next thing that you need to prepare for a listing presentation is that you need that comparative market analysis, or a CMA. You need to know what other homes in the area have sold for, but also be familiar with those homes. So if I am, meeting Kimberly at her home on 123 Main Street, I want to be able to talk, not just hand her a CMA, but to say, you know what, I actually saw that your same floor plan sold over on Berry Street, but the difference is that they had hardwoods and you have Venetian tile or whatever. What that does is that shows competency. It shows that you actually study that particular neighborhood and that market. So make sure that you have a comparative market analysis available, that you have actually studied. If there are any homes pending or any homes on active, go ahead and walk those homes so that you can also give your seller feedback about what the competition looks like. So make sure that you just don't print off a CMA, but you know that thing so that you can really explain to them what is happening in their neighborhood. Speaking of a CMA, it will be helpful because it'll allow you to prepare a net sheet. Now, in the last video, when I told you about the right questions to ask, one of the questions is the price. What price do they hope to net? But more importantly, how much do they hope to walk away with? Like, not the price that they want to just sell the home for, but when they consider all of their debt, their payoff and everything, what do they want to walk away with? And that net sheet, like, I always go into a listing with a thought in my mind. Once we consider paying off their mortgage, paying off whatever other liens are on the property that they've shared, and real estate commission, are we in position to net what they're hoping? And have a net sheet. Now, you use your discretion on when you share that net sheet with them, okay? But just make sure that you have that prepared so that as you're talking about their bottom line, because that's what all sellers want to know, you're in position to do that. Now, here is the bonus of what I think will set you apart when you are preparing and getting ready to go to a listing appointment, is to give a call to the other agents who have things that are listed in the neighborhood that are pending, or homes that have sold. And I'm asking those agents very specific questions like, hey, I'm Rosemary, my friend, cousin, brother, sister, whomever is thinking about selling in the area, and any feedback that you can provide. Were you all in multiple offers? How aggressive were the offers? Are people still doing leasebacks? Like, whatever real-time information that you can get about the buyers that are still currently looking in that area is going to set you apart. So when you go into that appointment and you say, you know what, Miss 123 Main Street, I just talked to the listing agent, because that's what I do. I go above and beyond. I go another step. And she shared with me that, this is like their home is pending and we can expect it to close at this. So when I'm looking at comps, I'm considering that comp even though it hasn't sold yet. Again, that extra research of reaching out to the agents who have homes on the market in that neighborhood, it is gold. Make sure you have those conversations before you head out to your appointment. Now, if you made it to the end of this video and you are not subscribed to my channel, I'm seriously wondering what's wrong. Okay, y'all, go ahead and subscribe, because every single week I am committed to just sharing amazing, well, I think it's amazing information with you to help you grow your real estate business. And speaking of what I'm doing weekly, I'm also on Instagram every Thursday at 10 a.m. having some homegirl hour where we talk about more things in the business. So follow me at Rosemary the Realtor so that we can be connected.